Hi, I'm Tara Cross, and today on Creating Joy, I'm going to teach you how to make your very own buttonhole. Welcome back to our 12 weeks of sewing skills. We are on week 2, and this week we are going to learn how to make a buttonhole. Okay, first you want to plug in your iron and go to your ironing board and bring a 5 by 5 inches by 5 inch square. So this is mine. Okay, so we've got our right side and our wrong side. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to take it and we're going to fold it in 1/4 inch. Remember we talked about that last week, 1/4 inch. Okay, so let's go over here. Okay, so we're going to fold it in 1/4 inch, and then you're going to take your iron and press. Remember, it is hot, and you have it on the setting 5 or a 6, because this is cotton, 100% cotton. Okay, then we are going to fold in approximately 1 inch. Okay, if you want to measure it, go ahead and measure it. Okay. Okay, and then we're going to press it again. Okay, so there we've got it right there. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to do our straight stitch. We're going to sew and back stitch, and then sew all the way down and back stitch. Okay, so take it over to your sewing machine and we'll do that. Okay, with this sampler, what we're going to do is we're going to put the foot right along the edge of where we have pressed it. Okay, we're going to go ahead and we're going to sew, and then remember to sew it and then back stitch and then sew. Just go ahead and take it easy. You don't have to go really fast. Practice how fast you're going with your foot. This is a good time to practice fast and slow. And then go ahead and back stitch, and then go forward and off right there. Put your needle up, put your presser foot up, pull your fabric to the side, and cut it on your cutter in the back. And then you're going to take your other thread and cut it off. Okay, and put your extra thread in the garbage. Okay, so now this is the front side, what it looks like. Okay, now with your buttonhole, what you want to do is find the center, and you want to mark it. If you have chalk or fabric, a fabric pencil or a fabric pen, you can mark it. Okay, so go ahead and go find that. Even if you have sidewalk chalk, that will work. You could just mark it. Okay, so that's what you would do for right now, because this is a sampler. If you want to just use even a regular pencil, you just do that. Okay, we're going to put it down, and then we're just going to draw a line right there, and we're actually going to put an X. Okay, so, or a little cross. Try and make it straight, so it goes straight down and then across. Okay, this is our marker that we're going to need for our buttonhole foot. Okay, the next thing we need to do is take off the foot. So if you have a Brother sewing machine, there is a button right behind here that you just push and the foot falls off. Okay, and then you just take your foot, and I like putting it immediately inside of my container that has the rest of my feet so I don't lose it. Okay, so go ahead and pull out your buttonhole foot. This is what your buttonhole foot will look like. Okay, so you're going to see these little red and green marks on it, and you'll see a little bar right here. Right here you'll see this little lever that you can pull this up and down. So this right here is to place your button in. So go ahead and go choose which button you are going to be using for week 3, because you'll have to use it for week 2 to do this step. So go ahead and go choose a button and bring it back and place it in here. Okay, this is the button that I am going to be using, and I'm going to go ahead and put it right here and then press down so it's tight. Okay, once I have that on there, then I'm going to move my thread to the side. I'm going to put this under here, take the lever and push it up. It actually will bring your attachment up. Then you're going to line this metal bar up with this lever and move it back and forth until it grabs it. Okay, so it will literally just snap onto it when you put it down. So you push the foot down and it grabs it and you bring it back up. Okay, now I showed you the red and green marks on here. So you are going to line them up with this cross that you've made. Okay, so you're going to bring this up here and you're going to put that cross right in the center so it lines up with those lines that are on your foot. Then you're going to go ahead and set it down and see if that lines up pretty straight with the lines across and the line down. If not, pick it up and move it over just a little, readjust. Okay, so now what you're going to do is come over to here on your machine. So each machine is different, so you need to find out which buttonhole works on your machine. Okay, so for mine we are going to do 37. Okay, so to change it to 37 we have these buttons right here, and you go 1, 2, 3, and then you can go down 9, 8, 7. So there's 37. So I've got that set. Okay, so now we're going to come back over here and we're going to use our foot pedal, right? Okay, now with this, it's really interesting. You really don't need to touch anything. Okay, we're just going to push on the pedal and watch it do its magic. So let's see what it does. Okay, well, first of all, one thing that I do know is this thread, you need to actually poke it down underneath. So let's poke it down underneath. I did forget to do that first. It needs to go down under the foot. It's a little tricky to get it in, but it does need to go down. Okay, there we go. Now we'll try that again. So we'll line it up again. So one of the things in sewing is to look twice and sew once. Okay, so that's why I'm looking again before I start, because we're looking twice to make sure we have everything in the right spot. We got the lines lined up there, the lines up there. I've got the buttonhole stitch on 37. Okay, I think we've got it. So we're going to go ahead and start. So let's see how it goes. Oh, I did forget one step. Okay, over to the side is this little lever. Let me see if we can bring it over here to show you. There is a lever down here underneath that you have to pull down. Okay, see that little lever right there that I just pulled down? It will not go unless you pull this lever down. Okay, So now we've got that down. Now let's line this up again, make sure it's all lined up. Okay, so if you get that little error that I just got, you'll know that you did not put your little lever down. Okay, so our goal is to keep this lined up with the stitching that we did. So, because we want the buttonhole to be straight. Okay, so let's begin sewing. So we're backwards, now it's going forward. Now it's doing the other side of the buttonhole. And it stopped on its own. I still had my foot down on the foot pedal, and it stopped on its own because it is now all done. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to put the needle up, put the foot up, bring it out, and again we're going to cut the threads. It's 4 different threads, the bottom ones and the top ones. Okay, so there is the buttonhole. Okay, so now I need you to go get 2 straight pins and come back. Okay, so get your straight pins. You're going to pin 1. You're going to stick it on the inside of the hole that you just made, okay? And go across. Okay, so you've got the fabric right in there. And you're going to do the same at the top. If you can't get it in, then just go straight across at the end. Okay, then you're going to get your thread cutter. And you're going to, or your seam ripper. You're going to move your fingers, make sure your finger's on the side so you don't poke your finger, and then poke it right in the center, okay? And then you're going to move it up towards the other end. So the reason why you have those pins is so that you stop. Otherwise you could cut right through it with your seam ripper. So your pins are your safety measure so you don't ruin your buttonhole, okay? Okay, so you go ahead and take those out. Now let's go ahead and take our button out of our buttonhole, or take it and slide it in and see how it works. Look at that, it fits perfectly. And there you go, you have a buttonhole. So one thing you're going to notice, the reason why I love doing a sample first before you make any item is because then you can practice of where this this little cross sign that you're making, where your buttonhole is actually going to end up. So originally that is where it was going this direction, right? So we can see that it started there and then it went up, okay? So you're gonna have to look at your product. Like if this would have been a top for a bag or something, if I had wanted it to be centered, then I would have needed to move it over a little bit, okay? This is just my sampler, and so it doesn't really matter where it ended up. But it's always good to do a sample before you go making things to make sure that you line up your buttonhole just perfectly on whatever you're making, okay? Well, great. Well, I am so glad you joined us today to learn how to make a buttonhole. Please subscribe down below and Join us next week to see what we're doing. And remember to get your piece of paper and write week 2, create a buttonhole, and staple it onto your paper so that you can have another page in your sewing sampler. See you next week on Creating Joy.